Been tracking that cold front over the past couple of days. It's making its way down into the plains. Behind it, some cool Canadian air. And we get a piece of that Canadian air coming through here late Saturday night and into Sunday. Out ahead of that boundary, we are warm, we are humid. Those temperature readings widespread in the upper 60s to low 70s. Meanwhile, this afternoon, we're still in the 80s today and tomorrow. And then that drop in temperature, as I mentioned, will be felt first thing Sunday morning. We'll enjoy a few days with near or slightly above normal, and then you can slowly start to see those temperatures rebound by next week. Those rain chances will be increasing, especially once the sun goes down on Saturday. We're timing out this front to push through, and then most of the rain coming through behind the front, and that could lead to some locally heavy rains. Severe weather threat will be unlikely, but the threat for locally heavy rain, a level 1 out of 4. So the probability is there that some of those heavier bands could lead to some ponding, maybe even some isolated street flooding. That corridor of heavy rain, maybe just along I-10, maybe even just to the south. I think a few more counties will get involved in some of these higher rainfall totals versus what we saw last weekend, where a lot of that heavy rain was over just to the north of Interstate 10. That heavy rain last week helped put a dent in the drought. So this is what it looked like last week. Yesterday's update, a lot of the extreme drought that was south of Interstate 10, portions of Fort Bend, Brazoria County, even out toward Austin County. You can see it improve with some of that heavy rain from last weekend. Now, let's talk about the rain chances here. For Saturday morning, those rain chances will be slim. Those scattered showers and thunderstorms increase in intensity and in coverage as the boundary mixes in with the sea breeze. But a lot of the action, we're looking toward late Saturday night into early Sunday morning, potentially while many of you are sleeping, and then the majority of that rain will be shifting offshore as we head into the afternoon. Your Friday starts off with just a few scattered clouds, but nice and quiet for us today with temperature readings in the upper 60s in Houston, 74 in Galveston. Expect the winds to start increasing by this afternoon, 25 to 30 mile per hour gusts, a little bit gustier than previous days. Not much in the way of cloud cover for us today, but enough clouds where we could squeeze out a spotty shower. Afternoon temperatures in the mid to upper 80s, as I mentioned tomorrow, some 80-degree readings, and then the nice drop in temperatures. We'll experience some low humidity through Tuesday. Then humidity level values increase. We're talking by the end of the week, those rain chances back up at 30%, and then maybe even a more potent storm system by next weekend, delivering slightly higher chance for seeing those thunderstorms. Back to you. So indeed, we've got a cold front that's going to be moving through the area by Saturday afternoon. We'll start to see some scattered showers, but it's really during the evening where we'll see the brunt of the heaviest of the rain. The coverage turns more widespread. The intensity of these thunderstorms will be higher, and there's also going to be a slight risk for some street ponding, especially in some of those low-lying, poor drainage spots. Some of the highest rainfall totals potentially along Interstate 10, a few counties south, and even north and east of Houston. Some of these spots picking up over 2-3 inches. And hopefully, with this added moisture and these added rainfall totals, we're going to manage to see another dent being placed in our drought situation. We saw a nice little dent put in place yesterday with the rains we saw the past weekend. All right, so let's time out the rain for today. The rain chance less than 20% may come during the early part of the afternoon. The clouds coming overhead late tonight into tomorrow, but it will stay mostly dry first thing Saturday morning. Your outdoor plans will be a go during the afternoon, a few hit and miss type rain showers, but then we start to see the sea breeze coming together with the front. And as those combine together, that's where we're going to start to see the blossoming of some heavier pockets of rain and some thunderstorms. Notice all the showers and storms that are trying to form behind it. That's going to be a wave of showers and thunderstorms that could lead to some ponding on the roads. This is at midnight, and they're going to see ongoing waves of showers throughout the early morning hours on Sunday. By 8 o'clock, the majority of that rain will be shifting southward, and we will see progressively drier conditions. The clouds stick around for a good part of your Sunday, but the temperature readings will be tumbling as well. So Saturday will be nice and warm. By Sunday, those temperatures drop off in the 50s overnight, highs in the low 70s. Much of the area will be experiencing not only cooler air, but also drier conditions. Temperature temperatures Sunday afternoon only warming into the low to mid 70s. And it looks like we'll start off the new work week with some cooler weather as well. It won't be until midweek where we're going to see those temperature readings rebound. Out the door this morning, it's not looking too bad. A partly cloudy sky wherever you look, with temperature readings starting off in the mid to upper 60s, low to mid 70s along the coastline. And then this afternoon, we'll be warming away from the coast. It's in the mid to upper 80s, very similar to yesterday's highs, above normal as well tomorrow. And then we get a little bit of a break from these above normal temperatures. Again, those rain chances climbing to 80% once the sun goes down, and then our active weather pattern turns benign, at least for a few days early next week. Then we're going to ramp up those rain chances, storm chances once again for the following weekend. Back to you.